Thanks for coming to another video where we look through our pocket money and see what we can find that's worth more than face value, turning our money into potentially more money. Hey, good morning everyone. It is Kyle of VarietyHeirs.com, and we're going to go through another stack of pocket money, see if we can find anything above face value or that is collectible. So check out my other videos on daily bill searches if you're into that, but let's get right to it. So we're going to start right off on the top of the stack with a good old-fashioned date bill, or birthday note, but obviously in this case I just call them date notes because this would be May 18th, the year 210. So I know quite a few of you, some people have commented and they're like, yeah, well those are less collectible. I agree. I mean, unless it's something that's more historical, like, you know, a historical war date or a historical event, or something like the signing a Declaration of Independence, something like that, it would be more collectible of a date bill. But I like to collect these. I like to look and see, you know, what happened on May 18th, the year 210, or what happened in 210, and I'll put that in the description box below. This is a newer $5 bill. It's a Series 2013, which is shown to the right of Lincoln's portrait there. But I like to collect these things. I mean, you know, if it's like a $100 bill and it ends up being a date that isn't really worth anything, of course that serial number isn't going to add a premium over face value, so I just kind of throw it back in the mix and go spend it or whatever. Let's look at the back of the bill, see what we got going on with that. This one's kind of beat up too. I mean, it's less collectible to me, just because of all the splatter of different crap that's on the bill and so on and so forth. Looks like there's just some foreign ink here, some tears and folds, so nothing really to call home about, but we'll set it aside for that date on there. Next one, a little bit folded up. Serial number 80349582. Nothing crazy jumping out at me on the front of the bill. Let's flip it over. I don't see anything too nuts on the back. Everything's printed appropriately. There's nothing smeared, no misprinting, no misalignment. Good example of misaligned print would be the $100 bill in a previous video from the other day that I did. So I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, so you can check that video out to look at a good quality misaligned printing. Fix these a little bit. Nothing really nuts with this $1 bill either. Series 2013, which you'll see these more common than any other bill in circulation as far as ones are concerned. Nothing crazy on there. I don't see any repetition in the serial number, nothing to really collect. It's also been folded probably 5 or 6 times, as you can tell from the way the bill is waving. So that kind of detracts if it was collectible. Nothing nuts there. This one's got some smudge on it too, so we'll just kind of shoot past that bad boy. Nice and folded up. Nothing crazy, but still a good old-fashioned dollar. Same thing, another Series 2013, so same series of bill. This one's torn as well. Ones are going to have the least amount of lifespan, as you know, than any other bill that's out there. They're just used way more often, as you know from using them and all that good stuff. Let's check out what's going on with this. Is this torn, or it is? Okay. So it looked like a fold-over print for a second. You look at that fold at the top there, that little rip. For a second I didn't think it was a rip. I thought it was maybe just a messed up printing, but nothing crazy. Nothing on the back. Here we go, nice little star note. So nothing crazy in the serial number. No repetition, no radar bill, you know, no binary note or anything, or date note, birthday note, but a nice star note, which is a replacement note. So something happened during production of the bill, they replaced it. You can go to, well, my website, VarietyHeirs.com, or you can go to websites like My Currency Collection or MyCurrencyLookup.com. You can put in the serial number and it'll tell you, or Star Note Lookup is a good one. We're working on a Star Note Lookup on VarietyHeirs.com, but it's still under maintenance right now, so when you go to search, it'll kind of revert you back to the home page. So sorry about that, but we are working on it. It's a complex database of all the different Star Notes that have been in production. So as you can imagine, it takes a little time to program that, and I and only one other person work on the website, so, you know, I go as fast as I can. but I am a self-taught web designer, so I am not a master in any way. But nevertheless, you know, with the help of my friend over at a good channel on YouTube called Create Awesome, Roberto Blake, he taught me years ago, maybe 5 years ago, how to do basic web design, and it really paid off. He's a great guy for teaching me that. Good friend of mine. You should check his channel out. I believe he just got a silver play button from YouTube, if I'm correct, for his subscriber count. Everybody that I've met that's watched his channel really enjoys the videos. Set that star note aside. Nothing here in this serial number. Another Series 2013 $1 bill. You'll notice I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos in the next week or two. I'm trying to catch up from being having to go to the hospital for sickness and just being sick and dealing with stuff on my personal end. But I have a bunch of videos I've been working on. I've been going to a lot of storage auctions lately, so if you're into that, then, you know, get your butts in the seats and prepare to watch some videos on that fun stuff where I talk about how to sell stuff from storage auctions, how to get into them, all that good stuff. Nothing crazy on the last couple bills. Serial number 87951. So a good example would be if this was, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or whatever, and went into ladder or broken up in here. That'd be a broken ladder or ladder bill. That would be collectible, in my opinion, depending on how clean the bill was and the shape of the bill. These have all seemed to be pretty tore up, so, you know, it is what it is. I get them all in chains throughout the day, so sometimes we get a really good batch of stuff that people kind of kept good, sometimes we don't. This one's also pretty beat up. Nothing really nuts. And last bill we got here, $10 bill, good repetition, almost a trinary if we would have had just zeros or sixes on the end. Everything else seems to be printed. I really like the new $10 bills. Went through redesign in 2009. Nothing really crazy. You can see some extra ink that somebody got on here, probably from the bank, maybe. Fold right down the middle, so that would have taken away if it was collectible. You can see they added a couple things to the bills. If you turn it up, you can see the watermark of the president on the left-hand side. You can see various things, anti-counterfeiting measures that they've added to the bill in the redesign. The $10 bill is pretty cool. Change the color of it too. Check out my video on that. Now let's look on the two that we did find. I will put the date and events of that date in the description box for May 18th, 2010. And then we got ourselves a nice star note on the bottom, $20 denomination. So that's pretty cool. I have some videos coming out to talk about current currency, different terms for it, stuff like that. So check those out in the coming days. Otherwise, I'm going to add this one to my star note collection. I got a lot of star notes. I collect pretty much everyone I come across. So definitely cool. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what finds you've come across over the last week or weeks. And we'll talk about those in the comments. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Subscribe and like if you are into collecting money and turn your money into more money. And I will see you later in the next video.